right, guys. So we are going to talk about the Knights Paladin, number 11. Okay, so let's talk about the number 11. So for those of you who know anything about numerology, the number 11 is a master number. A master number means especially that it's a special number with amplified meaning and symbolisms, and it has its own basically thing. So it's an important number basically. So when you think of 11, we can think of Gemini, okay? So the twins. It's also a symbol of a portal. So whenever you hear anybody say 1111, make a wish, the reason why they say that is because the portal has been activated, and so you're manifesting at a faster speed. So just be aware of what you are focusing on because you're manifesting that. So 11 essentially is the portal as you're transitioning through timelines, through a new reality. And so essentially that, I believe, is a symbol of 11. Now, the Knights Paladin, when you look at this image, what do we see? We see a man and a woman who are obviously warriors. They're knights. She has a shield, he has a sword, and it looks like they're about to go into battle or into like some kind of important event. The images here are beautiful. I absolutely love this picture. And of course, there's a horse. So there's something that you can also take into consideration. Maybe if you know anything about Chinese astrology, this is 2026, so we are in the year of the horse. So that could mean something as well for somebody. So let's just say somebody asked you to do a reading the year before and they were like, what am I to expect for the coming year? And you see the year of the horse, that could mean something, right? All of these little things, these synchronicities mean something in a reading. Now, again, this could mean couples, okay? So a man and a woman, again, doesn't matter whether you're gay or straight. It's just really the idea of the masculine, the feminine energy in relationships, because we all hold that, whether you're same sex or opposite sex. And again, so the knights in general in the Book of Realms, they are very interesting because the knights in general hold a lot of karma, especially the galactic knights, but the Knights Paladin as well. So the knights are here to serve, to protect, to guide, and they're warriors. So whenever I see this card, essentially, it's like, get ready to get into the battlefield. Like you're going to be facing some kind of a challenge. You're going to have to overcome something, and you're going to have to be strong along the process. This card more particularly, especially, it means not to fall victim, because when we become victims, which by the way, we're not taking away the fact that there are victims out there, but if you continue to hold the energy of victimhood, if you understand how the universe works, my energy is continually manifesting something. So if I'm always in victim energy, the universe is going to continually keep giving me things to be a victim about. So when this card comes up, it's essentially making the person aware that they are in a victim energy and they need to shift out of that if they want to change things. Essentially, they have to become warriors. You know, it's painful, it's hard, it's more comfortable to be in the victim, and you might be right, but it's not serving you. So you have to put on that armor. You have to push through whatever is going through to win the battle, win the thought, win the argument, win whatever it is that they have to overcome, win themselves. On top of that, you know, there is the Knights Paladin as well. You can think of past lives, so that could also mean something. But essentially, this could also mean karmatic patterns. And in relationships, this could mean, if somebody's asking about a relationship, when I see this, the 11 to me usually means it's a good match. Even though it's not going to be an easy relationship, because again, we're talking about the warrior energy, right? So sometimes we think of relationships, oh, once we fall in love, everything's going to be great. Sometimes it means you're going to have to fight for it, or you're going to have to work for it, or there's going to be things that are going to have to be adjusted or fixed. And basically both have to get onto the same page in order to make this work. Now let's read the message. Knights Paladin are here to awaken the warrior spirit and remind you of your inner strength. You are being called to rise above challenges with courage and resilience. This is not a time to see yourself as a victim, but as a warrior, ready to face life head on. Trust in your power, stand tall in your truth, and know that bravery is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it. The choice is yours. So again, like I mentioned, this is a card really to just step up. You got to step up, you got to push through, you got to fight. Now, let's see what the booklet expands on. An important agreement, new job, relationship, or partnership is on the horizon. You are ready for this new venture, and it aligns with your mission and destiny. Embrace this opportunity with confidence and commitment. It is the potential to transform your life positively. The Knights Paladin encourage you to approach the new chapter with integrity and dedication. This is a time to trust in the process and to put your best foot forward. By committing fully, you set the stage for success and long-term fulfillment. Remember, the quality of your intentions and efforts will directly influence the outcome, so stay focused and positive. So again, this could mean that you are on your way to manifesting something, a relationship with something, so ready to take on a new challenge and new adventure. In reverse, this agreement or commitment may not work out as planned. Review all details carefully, as you might have missed something important. Consider if this is the right time or the right party for this commitment. More favorable opportunities will arise, so be open to resisting and waiting for the right fit. To reassessing, sorry, more favorable opportunities. So be open to reassessing and waiting for the right fit. The Knights Paladin caution against rushing into decisions without thorough consideration. Take time to ensure that everything aligns with your values and long-term goals. If something feels off, trust your instincts and don't be afraid to step back and reevaluate. Patience now will lead to better opportunities in the future. So warriors oftentimes swear oath to some cause. So if you think about the Knights Paladin, they swore their oath to the church. So whatever the church told them to do, they had to do at that point. And because they signed a spiritual contract, they will follow through. So this card in reverse, what it means is like, be careful what contracts you are agreeing upon. When you start a new job or when you start a new relationship, essentially you're going into some kind of agreement. And if something feels off, you need to trust that, because once you're in that agreement, you might end up doing things or saying things that you're going to regret because you're already in that contract. So sometimes the best thing as a warrior is to step back and make a different choice and choose the right battles to fight. I like that. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Reflect upon this and see what comes up. Don't forget.